In today's world, and as we reach middle age, we find that there's so much noise in our lives, from our busy work schedules, juggling family responsibilities, the technology and social media, predominantly our phones, that we tend to get blinded by the noise. So in this video, we are going to discuss the importance of strategic solitude and some simple ways that one can incorporate this into their lives. So one might ask, why is strategic solitude so important? Well, there are a handful of different benefits. I'm going to cite one first, and I think it's one thing that a lot of us would like, is the ability to better regulate our emotions. In fact, there was a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin in 2018 that found that strategic solitude helps us to regulate our emotions by being able to take a moment back and digest what we're experiencing. The strategic solitude is also used by many to gain clarity in their life and find ways to innovate and improve their lives. Great example is Bill Gates. In fact, he takes a week twice a year to go to a cabin in the woods. It's sited usually up in the Pacific Northwest, not necessarily relevant to the point, but he takes a stack of books, different case studies, other items that he would like to research and dive into, and basically hangs out in this cabin alone, phones off, everything, reading these books, reflecting, journaling, and just basically detaching himself from the world for these 2 weeks. And he's found that it's helped him in leading Microsoft, in leading and innovating things in his own personal life, and has held to this since the early 1990s. Now, this is awesome that he takes those 2 weeks. I know you and I taking 2 weeks a year to be alone is a pretty big ask in our lives. So what are some different things that we can do to find this strategic solitude, even in these small doses, into our daily lives? Okay, so we get the point. Strategic solitude is excellent. It's going to benefit us so much, but let's face it, at the stage of life most of us are at, taking 2 weeks to go to a cabin in the woods is a big, if not impossible, ask of our lives. So what are some easy ways that we could incorporate strategic solitude into our daily lives? Now, a lot of us, we're gonna have to settle for, 15, 30 minutes, optimistically an hour or two. So let's incorporate these. I'm gonna start with what I would say would be the least popular option. And that is to get up a little bit earlier in the mornings than we normally do. So, maybe set that alarm 15 to 30 minutes earlier and just chill out on the couch in silence, hopefully not fall asleep. But that's a first option. The second one that is nice, because we already have this time allotted into our day anyway, if you don't work from home, that's your commute. So maybe pick like an afternoon or a morning once or twice a week to shut the radio, the podcast, the audiobook off, and just drive in silence and let your mind do its thing. Now, the other thing you could do, because again, it's typically built into our work day, is lunchtime. Now, we all, at least most of us, I would say, like to socialize with our coworkers, but consider sacrificing one of these days per week to go find a quiet place, whether it's like out in your car, another corner of the office. If you're fortunate like me, I have a park right off the parking lot of my office, so I'll go find a picnic bench. I do this every week or two, and we'll eat out at the park alone. Then another one, this is my personal favorite, it's the one that I utilize, and that's to use your exercise time. I know this one, a lot of us, it might be a little bit more difficult, especially if you go and work out with your kids or your spouse, but consider your exercise time alone, and go a step further and take it outside, go for a run or a walk, or As y'all have seen, I love riding my bike, so this is the one that I probably use the most next to eating lunch alone. And I'll go for a ride. I won't wear my headset. I won't listen to music. I'll just listen for the sounds of the forest, as cheesy as that sounds. But I think to end it with probably one of the most important strategies is that you communicate the importance for this strategic solitude to other stakeholders in your life, like your spouse, your children, friends, in-laws, who regularly are asking of your time. Let them know that these short blocks of strategic solitude are important for you. Explain how they're going to make you a better husband, father, in-law, employee, what have you, by taking this time. Now, we could find all other kinds of strategies, but let's keep it simple with these strategies. Now, thanks for hanging on to the end of the video. I hope you found this content helpful. And if you did, I recommend that you check out this video that was chosen specifically for you by the YouTube algorithms based on your watch history and likes and whatnot. And with that, we will see you on the next video.